This is part 2 of my RMVX tutorial for my cooking system. In the last one, we made our items and the cooking teacher and our 3 treasure chests. And in this one, I'm going to show you the events for the cookbook and the actual cooking system. Alright, so let's start with the event for the recipe book. Go down and make sure it says action button for the trigger, and set show text and something like there is a recipe book on the shelf. Okay, and then you're going to want to show choices and say something like take it, and the second choice like leave it. Okay, and then set it so that when you take it, it shows text like you took the recipe book or something. And okay, and then you want to change items and go down and select the recipe book and increase by constant of 1. Okay, and then you want to activate a switch. You can make one. I have set it already to have recipe book, and that will be the switch so that you can't take the recipe book over and over again. And then go up and make a new event page, and on the second one set it so that the it's on action button, and the conditions are that the switch have recipe book is on, and don't put anything in there. And that's that event. Oh, or you could say something like there is nothing on the shelf. Okay, and then you can copy that event and paste it in front of the other side of the bookshelf, because they will not be able to take the book twice because we've already set it to switches. Alright, now here's the event for the stove. Set it to action button. Go up and set it to show text. Say something like, do you want to cook? Okay. Then show choices. Yes or no. When yes, you want to make a conditional branch, and then go to, I believe it's the 4th tab. Yeah, it's the 4th tab. Alright, and go to where it says item and choose cooking gloves or oven mitts is in the inventory. And then if it's not in the inventory, under else, insert some text that says you don't have the cooking gloves, so you can't cook. Alright, okay, and then make another conditional branch under the first one that checks to see if you have the recipe book. In the inventory. Okay, if you don't, make it show text that says something like you don't have the recipe book, you don't know how to cook anything. under that conditional branch, you want to show text. Show some text that says, what do you want to cook, or something like that. And under that, you want to put a show choices, and you can put all the different recipes in here. You can make your own recipes. I'm just showing you one recipe, obviously. And if you want more than 3 recipes or 4 recipes, under choice 4, you would set it to something like something else. And when you hit that, it shows even more choices. So you can go through each list and choose what you want to cook. But I'm just going to cook nothing, or choose nothing for choice 4. So that you won't be able to cook anything. Then you want to insert a conditional branch. And this will be to see if you have the ingredients for said recipe. Then go down to the items, choose something, the fried fish, and if you don't, or the raw fish, if you don't have it, show text that says you don't have any fish. Okay, and then if you do have the fish, make another conditional branch. Conditional branch that says, that checks to see if you have the item mushrooms in your inventory. Click OK. If you don't have it, then whoops, okay. If you don't have it, then go down to else and show text that says you don't have any mushrooms, or something like that. And the if you want to make your own recipes, you'll have to make more items and decide which ones go in which recipe, and just use this same method. And if they do have the all the ingredients, go down to fade out screen, and then insert a wait for 60 frames. It's long enough. And then put in a sound effect if you want to. I just put in like chime 2, I think. Yeah, chime 2. Okay. And then you want to fade the screen in again, and insert something, show text that says you cooked the recipe that you chose and made. So in this case it'd be you cooked the fried fish and mushrooms. And then this is important, you want to change the items. For the required items, you have to decrease them by a constant of 1. So for the raw fish, and decrease the mushrooms by a constant of 1 also. Okay. And then you want to change the items again and make it the meal, the 5th item we created, the cooked meal. Increase it by a constant of 1. And that is all for that event. Now, you would put in more recipes here, but for the purposes of this tutorial, I'm not going to do that. You can create your own recipes, but do not claim the, don't say that you created this cooking system. You don't have to give me credit either, just don't claim it as your own. And you can copy that event and paste it in front of the other parts of the thing right there. And that is all for the tutorial. You can see the finished product in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it.